Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar bulls gathered in further numbers overnight, but soon hit a snag, or should I say a point, that troubled the challenge. From the rejection of the level of 71.55 to 65, the market plummeted and posted an outside range day. The market did record a fresh high of 71.58 before descending. With a strong retaliation from the bears, along with the hawkish FOMC minutes, this morning's release does suggest that we could be seeing further weakness, with the target now looking towards 70.75 and then down towards 70.20.30, where I start to view as a potential base, and profit taking most probably will occur. And from the rejection of the 116 figure 20 level the previous day, the market has shown further indication to the downside to the bearish case, with the technicals also breaking down, now looks towards the region of 114.85.95. Earlier this morning, the Fed indicated it is staying on course for further rate hikes despite the growing criticism from Trump. The release of the minutes from the Federal Reserve from September meeting revealed that the plans to push ahead further to interest rate increases has grown, and now looks for further policy from the Fed to modestly restrictive for the time to prevent inflation from overshooting the central bank's price target of 2%. Therefore, a break of 114.85 would give further indication to the downside and bring in a target of 112.95 figure, which you can see back in August was the key level where this hammer was posted. So let's see if the market can take out these two hammers and progress lower. Well, the dollar yen has also found initial support as it climbs further overnight and now takes the challenge towards 112.75. A break above there would give further indication that we've missed the base of 111.45. Instead, 113.65 will be the new target. Any pullback sees support now at 112.05. The pound is slipping further since the recent rejection from 132.60, and from the current price action, we could see further weakness to a target of 130.25.45, with the resistance of 131.55. Still keep an eye on the headlines of the Brexit, as we are now coming to the deadline from the 17th and 18th for the be able to move on to the next meeting for October 17-18. So see if the market has come to any kind of agreement to the Brexit divorce. Well, since the surge up to 1,234 to 36, with a 33 being the high, the gold outlook has dropped back slightly. But nevertheless, it's still looking potentially to rally further, though we only rallied on the back of the recent Saudi Arabia-US tension, but this is slightly eased after Trump has come back and said that he, in a separate remarks, that he believed both Trump and Pompeo continue their efforts to create time for the leaders to explain what happened to the disappearance to the journalist. So let's see if the market does ease back slightly for gold. Therefore, could see support around 1,218. Wrapping up with oil, the market plummeted 3%. And from the pattern that I was looking for here of a potential pennant, does now look to 69.80 now as a sustained break beneath there. Not quite got it yet. Would see further weakness and give a target of $66.70 as a potential outcome. Resistance on the day, 71.10. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.